Hi, I'm sure you're itching to hear what I have to say. Well, let's dive right into it. In 2018, just when I was wrapping up my service year, I got a word of prophecy that an opportunity was going to open up for me in the future to travel for my master's degree. If you knew me then, I didn't have the knack to live abroad. I was pro stay back in Nigeria and make things work. But I prayed over this word of prophecy and I left it there. In 2019, I was in the middle of a job. My uncle calls me just before the pandemic hit and asked me to start applying for a master's degree abroad. We didn't have the resources. I prayed about it and I sensed a note that it was time for me to actually start putting in my applications. I did this, and while I was at this, COVID struck. In the middle of COVID, I was able to get offers from two universities with partial scholarships, and I went for the best one. I was trusting God for resources. Myself and my family were all trusting God for the resources. But one thing that we figured out was that at the point where we needed certain things done, doors were opening. At the time when I needed my TB test done, the ban of moving around was lifted. At the time where I needed to travel, the ban on international flights were also lifted, and I was able to travel for my master's degree. In the middle of all of these uncertainties, trust me, there were lots of uncertainties. I was really worried. But one thing I was able to do was let God know that, God, this is your plan. I did not ask for this. I trust you to make things work. I was worried, but I kept on trusting God. One of the attributes that I love so much about God is that He is a good shepherd. Have you ever wondered the relationship between the sheep and the shepherd? It's different from the relationship between cows and herdsmen. I want you to research it. It will bless you. And this helped me to trust God, knowing that He is intentional about me and every single plan that He has for me would be established. So I trusted God that even after I traveled and faced a lot more challenges, I was able to pray on God that, God, I am right in the middle of your will and I trust you to make things happen for me. One thing that fuels worry in the lives of people is uncertainty. And look, I need you to get comfortable with not knowing what next. There is a scripture in the Bible that says that though we do not know what tomorrow is, I'm paraphrasing, though we do not know what tomorrow is, we know He who holds tomorrow. Your trust should be in the fact that God is able to carry you through and ensure that you land safely. Keep trusting God. Keep following Him. All you need to do is ensure that at every point in time, you are in the middle of God's will for you. Don't worry. It's okay to be scared sometimes. It's okay not to know what to do, but trust God to lead you and establish His will in your life. He has never failed. It's not on you that He would fail. Trust that God would not fail you. So keep trusting, keep following, and quit worrying. See you in the next video. Bye.